Okay, we are now live. So I am Sandy.
And I am Chloe, and this is WordStitch, and I'm blurry again.
Oh, you are.
There we go. I poured tea, and that was the bad call, apparently. And we apologize if we are not synced up properly. It seems to be an issue with StreamYard and not us. I should not be going Kung Fu or whatever it was last time. But yeah, we apologize. We have tried to address our technical difficulties, and we have failed miserably.
I don't think this is us. I think this is StreamYard this time.
We're right. Like we attempted to address it, and it was outside our pay grade, basically.
Okay, but good news. We are synced in terms of our voices. Like I'm hearing your voice at the right time. I just can't look at our faces.
Yeah, just don't look at us.
Don't look at us.
We could like pull up our icons, but that's just silly. We're just gonna roll how we roll.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Chloe, what are you working on today?
So I am editing today. Okay. I have been in a rut. Normally editing is not an issue for me. So I might actually be dealing with some depression right now, which I mean, with the world being what it is, like I don't feel any at all out of place with it, but like it hit me yesterday or the day before, like, you know what, I just might be depressed right now. But yeah, like if it's external stuff, then whatever. It's just the world that we're in, and I feel like I have a good excuse for it. But so I was having issues getting editing done, and then I finally got a good groove in yesterday and discovered that my story does not have a very good plot to it. Like the plot, like here are my characters and here is my plot. Which was kind of how the first book in this series was. So hopefully it skates by on whimsy, where plot just kind of accidentally happens next to it. Because I'm not rewriting this whole damn thing. It's due at the end of September. Sandy, what are you working on today?
Okay, so this is the week to finish that sequel. Like I'm at the last 10%. I got to get it done. And I finished my like little villain story completely. Like it's published. It's the pre-order deadline was today, right? So like it's done. It's finished. I made the last edits this morning. So now I just have, unless I want to work on romance, which I should be doing, but cannot right now. So now I just have to focus on that sequel. I can do it. I can totally do it.
And you have some like weirdly funny, but kind of funny in a good way, big news about your ranking on Amazon right now.
Oh my gosh, I do. Yes. So over the weekend, I've been working, not over this weekend. Okay. Over the last several months, I've been working with my in-laws to like publish a memoir of their mothers. So my mother-in-law's mother wrote like all of her like little memories of life on the prairie in Canada. She was a decent writer. Like the stuff was interesting to read. And they gave me this like Word document and I made it look all pretty and stuff. And then I put it on Amazon for them. And no kidding, that book is totally hitting like top 50 lists for its little subcategories. It was like number 15 in Canadian historical biographies earlier today. My books have never done that well.
Yeah. And you don't even have your name attached to the dang thing.
Oh. Such a bummer. But no, I'm really happy for them.
Yeah. And thanks to the fact that you, just like me, write in like really flooded categories, you'll probably never see this. I'll never see it. But like, yeah, top 15 Canadian historical memoirs.
It totally hit like a hot new release. It was like one of Amazon's top 3 in Canadian historical biographies. But still, it like, got like a little special notoriety, like a little icon. And
you have a niche.
I'm sure this is partially because every member of my mother-in-law's family has now purchased the book. So like there's been like 40 sales in like one day. And that's probably really hot for Canadian historical biography. But I mean, it was exciting, and also I'm very jealous.
Right. In retrospect, you should have put your name on it.
So
Oh, you know what? I have the thing, and I forgot to actually share screen.
well, let us know what you're working on, guys, and we're going to go right to our first thing here.
Our first friend.
Pretty fast. Yeah. Okay, here, I've got one for you. Your character approaches the deadline.
Oh, God, I can't type. Good news, I'm editing and not typing today. Okay. We'll see you guys in 10 minutes. Good luck.
Okay. We are back.
How'd you
I got
do?
like a paragraph done.
You said are you writing new stuff or are you editing?
Yes,
or are you hybrid?
Yeah, I'm copy, pasting, editing, and writing. It's all kind of an enormous mess.
That's fair.
Yeah. We do have other people doing these sort of like complicated edits today. So Sarah's doing developmental edits and Alley Cat is working on a short story. Hopefully you guys got some good work done on that today.
I kind of netted 0.
Yeah.
I try to get, I've got a scene that I don't actually remember this scene when I first wrote it. I don't like reading things before I edit them. I don't know if that's normal or not, but like I have no idea where this scene is going. But like where it starts, I'm not liking it. So I was trying to fix it, and then I didn't like the fix that I did, but also it's to the first like 3 paragraphs of it. So I don't actually know where it's going. And then like I had to stop to do a little bit of research and pulled up my Wikipedia app on my phone. And just putting it out there, my favorite feature of the Wikipedia app is that it keeps every single tab open from like things that I previously opened unless I close them personally. So like, first of all, like some of the things that I've researched for this, like I still just have the tabs there forever. And then also every time I go through this, I get to see like all of these stupid things that I have looked up in the past. The favorite on that list when I was scrolling back to like this old research stuff was dinosaurs.
Nice.
The Wikipedia entry for dinosaurs up, and that felt real nice.
That is really funny because I also have been dealing with dinosaurs in my last paragraph. I just invented a.
Mine wasn't writing. Mine was in reference to my horseshoe crab advocacy, and you just have to accept that about me.
Okay, so also, Barbara's adding a scene. Alley Cat got 104 words. This is all good. This is all good. And yeah. So while you were talking about
Barbara's also editing because she is adding a scene because of a little editing, which we've all been there. Yeah. I definitely have my fair share of glaring holes in my plots as well.
I did not know Wikipedia was an app, and you, I think, have just changed the things.
Oh my God, the Wikipedia app is great.
It looks amazing. I'm super impressed.
And yeah, like every once in a while, I just go through and get rid of like all of the old tabs, but it really is like amusing seeing all the old stuff that I looked at. That's kind of funny. And then also it's like for what I'm writing now, because I'm using, remember that whole conversation that we had like a month back about possible biblical disasters?
Yes.
Yeah. And I ended up with like a Mesopotamian version of Noah's Ark. And all of those tabs from that conversation that we had are still open. So I could just like pull up all of them and get everything right there. And it's great.
I feel like I'm never going to see Wikipedia the same again. It's always going to be different.
Yeah.
So we don't have a break topic today. And the thing I've been like thinking about is the different platforms that I publish on, because I had to like update all my backlinks. All of them.
Oh
my God. That is a pain in the butt. Like, I only have like 4 books I'm updating, and it's still such a pain to go through and like re-upload everything. And I thought it would be interesting if we maybe like went through the various platforms that we use to publish with and, I don't know, evaluated them, gave our humble opinion.
We definitely have differing opinions on them, but
we may not. I don't know. What do you want to start with? Should we start with Amazon? Start with
Yeah.
Amazon. Okay.
So Amazon. So this is like, so for Amazon, Amazon I would say is absolutely the easiest, which is cool because it's also the most profitable in most categories. I don't know, where are we going with this conversation?
Just a general comparison.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting to think about like what's easy and what's hard about these different things. Like I agree, Amazon is easiest, but it has the strictest pre-order rules. So like,
Yeah.
you
And like
know,
right now there's issues with that.
yeah.
Do you know if any of you are like publishing in the near future and you haven't been paying attention to, like, I don't know what everybody's like writers communities are, but if you are publishing in the near future, be prepared for there to be at least a week delay on Amazon. Like even if they tell you the usual. So with Amazon, when you put your book in, like you can set up your order link at any time for your pre-order. And they've actually relaxed the rules a bit on the pre-orders. It used to be that like if you canceled a pre-order, you were not allowed to do pre-orders for a year and like all kinds of craziness. They've relaxed that some, and I don't know what the current rules are, but so you can set up that pre-order anytime. You used to have a draft in there or any file. They didn't know what you were putting in. They no longer require a file, but they do have a screening time. So like say, okay, so today is the 8th. So say your book is due out on the 15th. Right now, it's going to tell you that you have to have that book in by like midnight of the 12th, I think it is. That is a lie. You would need that book in today because they're really backed up on their screening because they, I guess, furloughed some people. So if you are planning on putting a book out on Amazon soon, just give yourself a much bigger window than you would normally.
Well, that's actually really interesting. I did not know that. And mine was due today, and I was making changes right up until today. Yeah, but okay, here's a weird thing. I've never had any trouble with Amazon like that. Like my stuff always gets approved in like 24 hours, which knock on wood now means my next one will take like 2 weeks.
I'm sorry. I wish I had said something to you before.
Before I said that.
You were coming up on your deadline like that.
Well, I mean, like it's already through their system. Like they already have it. It doesn't.
Oh, you've already had it approved.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It's absolutely like a crapshoot with that.
Yeah, that's the thing about Amazon.
I've had things approved in like 2 hours before, and then I've had things that took like 2 days to approve.
Yes.
And Amazon's really weird to work with.
They really are. And I mean, things like series pages. So I had them create a series page for my like Immortal Mistakes thing. And they did it in like 4 days or something like that. It was super easy. The page looks beautiful. I've had them do this for other series. Yeah, exactly. Where it's taken like literally months. And I think a lot of it has to do with like if you have messed things up yourself in some way. Like if you've done anything ordinary, then they can't handle it.
But I followed the directions for like what I was doing because I did not want to have it a box set, and they or a bundle, whatever, I don't remember what the term is on their side, but I didn't want it to be bundled yet. So they have like special instructions. You have to like send out a special email and all of that. So I did all of that, and I had like in all caps, "This is not for a bundle, so this is what I'm looking at." And my first response from them was literally their instruction page on how to make a bundle. Anyways, it is 25 after though, so it is our next sprint.
Yes, I think we can fairly say though that like our verdict on Amazon is it's the easiest and also it's the most frustrating in some ways. Yeah, the most random.
I love Amazon, and whatever they do to me, I deserve.
Yeah. Okay. What are we gonna do for a thing? How about your character gets in trouble with Amazon? Misses a deadline. Let's do that. Misses a deadline.
Oh, then I'm just gonna do.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. All right. We'll see you guys in 25 minutes. Good luck.
Okay. Oh, the dog.
Dog happens.
I'm gonna have to go get her.
Yeah.
Hang on just
dog.
one
Get
second.
the dog.
Maybe everybody else can go through what they've done so far.
Yeah. How'd you guys do at home? It turned out that the scene that I was struggling on for our little 10-minute was just a great big exposition dump, and all the stuff that I was doing research for had nothing to do with where that scene was actually going. So I'm into the actual meat of the scene, and got about half of the scene done.
I've got a killer.
Yeah, kill.
So, did I hear half of the scene done?
Yeah, that scene that I was struggling with before because I didn't know where it was going, and it turned out it was just an exposition dump.
I got some stuff written also. I'm happy with it. It's been fun. Yes, this is the puppy. She's a killer beast. Also, she's 10 on Wednesday. See, I'm 10. I'm an elder puppy. An elder. Yeah.
I feel like puppy refers to the size of the dog.
You definitely it does. So we have some people who got words, have managed to take exams. That's awesome. Hopefully everybody's getting some stuff done. My mind just blanked. We were talking about Amazon KDP. Had we finished that?
Yeah.
Yes. Should we go on to another platform?
Yeah.
Okay, so have you ever used Draft to Digital, Chloe?
I can't use Draft to Digital. So the thing with D2D is they don't differentiate between erotic romance and erotica. And so all erotic anything ends up in the erotica category, which means that it's not eligible for a bunch of distributors or a bunch of bookstores that are totally fine with erotic romance. And just they don't allow erotica. So I have to go through a different service because otherwise I can't get my books into as many stores because of how D2D is set up. But you can cover D2D.
Yeah. So, and then you can do Smashwords in a minute. Because I don't. Well, okay. So anything I write that's erotic romance gets published only on Amazon. So I've been totally with Amazon Select with that. So D2D hasn't applied to me. But if you want to go wide, I find Draft to Digital. If you want to go wide and you're not doing erotic romance, Draft to Digital is actually like a really pretty convenient platform for like everything except Amazon. So I have found that it's great for getting ebooks to Barnes and Noble and Nook and Apple. And like the only thing it doesn't get to is Google Play. You could actually do your Amazon through Draft to Digital, but I feel like that's kind of, I don't know, that's never seemed useful to me because I like if I'm going to drop something, it'll be Draft to Digital and not Amazon. And Draft to Digital does let you like select out Amazon. So that's a positive. They are also starting like a print program where you can do print books. I have not used that because their sizes for books are like pretty limited. So mine have not fit their size categories, even though I don't use very like outrageously sized books. But I like it for what it is. And I will also say I have had hardly any sales. Like I don't know, 2 or 3 sales I had with Draft Digital last year were so minuscule. I don't think they ever even paid me. Like I think it never reached above $10. So they didn't get to like a payment threshold. So I don't know, you can do without that. And Smashwords is also an alternative. So Chloe, you want to talk about Smashwords?
Yeah. So Smashwords is basically the same as D2D. They're very similar concepts. They do not have a print option to the best of my knowledge. Again, I wouldn't be printing there anyways. I like what I write. There's really not a reason for me to be doing any print right now. Eventually I will, but it's just going to be through Amazon. I'm not like print's never going to be a big thing, big part of my life. So yeah, Smashwords sends to all the same places. Again, they just have that little thing where they will handle erotic romance and send it to places that don't accept erotica. The one thing with Smashwords that a lot of people have problems with, I so far have had no problems with it, but you have to send them a document file, and they're extremely stringent on their formatting so that they can convert it into all of their formats that they offer. Like they're stringent enough that there is I believe it is a 40-page ebook of their guidelines that basically when I am publishing, or when I am setting something up through them, I just go through, I go through each step to make sure that I'm matching. The big headache with it is that you cannot use automated tables of contents. You have to manually write a table of contents, and actually direct and all of that. So that is a bit of an adventure on Microsoft Word. But other than that, I like using Smashwords. I don't have a ton of sales, but they pay out quarterly and they don't have a minimum. So I've gotten every penny that I have made from them. Everything that I have sold through them has been Apple. So I don't know if it's any better me doing this than actually going directly through Apple. As Sandy mentioned, Google Play does not go through any of these things. So I still have to be on Google Play, which I've had 0 sales for, but that's okay. I also don't have my entire catalog on. I only have my erotic romance on it. And that's only because it's hard to advertise that stuff on Amazon because of their rules with that. So I don't really get any Kindle Unlimited action. So there's really no reason for me to not be wide on those books. Like they weren't doing anything on Amazon, so I threw them out onto everything to see what would happen. And I've gotten some sales, but nothing on Google Play. All of my sales on Apple.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's interesting too, right? Because I feel like Smashwords is really good if you're somebody who's doing romance, right? Like any kind of erotica or erotic romance. If you're never going to put your book into a print form, right? Like if it's only going to be ebook. And if you've been working.
Oh, I can print it. I just don't have that option through them.
Well, right, exactly. So like you have to do it through something else. And one of the big problems I've had with them is since I do the print books myself, like my final formats are EPUB and InDesign PDFs, and Smashwords doesn't like either of those. So I'm already making changes in both of those formats if I need to like add the Word document as like a whole third one. So I feel like if you're in the category where you're doing print and you're not an erotic romance, probably drafted digital is easier in some ways, but Smashwords has a totally different advantage, right? If you're erotic romance, we should write again.
We should.
Yeah. Okay, I've got another one for you. I've got. Oh, why is my mouse frozen? StreamYard does not like me today. Okay. I know. It just comes from whatever struggle I'm having at the moment.
It's okay. It's okay. So we are going to write the next half hour. It is right on the hour right now. So we will see you guys at past. Good luck.
Okay. So I ended that scene in a sword fight.
Is it a good thing or a bad thing? Because I feel like sword fights are good things.
I know, right? I'm having so much fun with it. I haven't gotten to do like a good sword fight since I'm pretty sure that the logistics of how this is going to go in like the story, as opposed to how it's going to go after I talk to, say, like an expert of some kind, will be very different. But still, it's all exciting. What
That's
about
why
you?
I don't talk to experts.
I know. One of my like very good friends from high school was into, what's it called? Fencing. And she had the ability to terrify me with like a foil. I think that's what it was called, or an
Yes, they
épée.
are.
I don't know. I don't
Both
know.
things are valid.
Yeah, I'm sure that she will be capable of giving me good, solid advice. So, okay,
Yeah.
sorry. What about you?
That's fine. I am still in this godforsaken scene. Yesterday, I finished off like 10 scenes. And today, I'm going to be lucky if I finish this one. It is like unending and it is worthless, but necessary. And there's like an exposition dump and then like 2 scenes crammed into one scene after the exposition. So I'm now on like the 3rd scene of the scene. And I want it to die. Yeah. And I actually don't know where this 3rd part is going. So I'm hoping that I'm going to read it and be like, you know what, that was actually entirely unnecessary and I'm going to nuke it, but I have a feeling that's not going to happen.
Maybe you'll come up with a substitute. Maybe there will be like some other brilliant thing that can replace this scene. Yeah.
Or I could just have this dead scene in the middle of my novel.
Or you could have a dead scene. You don't have to do like the exposition dump thing. I feel like you're going to fix this. I think this will be something you work
Oh, no. I'm just really good at like sliding in my exposition dumps. I do it all the time. I just do a really good job at it.
I don't think they're called exposition dumps when you do a good job with them. I think that's just
fair.
Called...
I'll allow that statement. Yeah.
So hopefully if you're writing with us, you got a lot done in that half an hour. I feel like we should like recap. So Amazon KDP, totally necessary for indies, can't get around it, good platform, some glitches.
Yeah. But Amazon, like we do, yeah.
If you're going wide, you probably need either Draft to Digital or Smashwords, and you should decide probably based on like what genre you're in. For sure, erotic romance, you got to go Smashwords.
Yeah.
Google Play is outside of all.
Or erotica in general. I think either way you want Smashwords.
Yeah. So Google Play, I have only recently started using Google Play more seriously because like a year ago when you wanted to do Google Play, they had to approve you. Like it was like this huge process. So like I set up a Google Play account for one of my pen names and it was, I don't know, a week, 2 weeks or something before I got word that I was like in. And then the books too would take forever to be set up. But of course, like now you put your book up and it's like on their system in like half an hour. It's
they're real fast and easy.
Yeah. I like their platform a lot, except as far as I can tell, there's like zero way to do ads on Google Play.
I know that you can do sales. I don't know about ads. I don't think you can do ads, but like, can you do ads on D2D? Because I don't think you can on Smashwords either.
No, you can do sales on D2D, which I mean, I think that's also kind of something that's a benefit to any of those platforms over Amazon, right? Because Amazon only lets you do sales if you're in their KDP Select. They're like Kindle Unlimited. Sorry.
Is that true?
Yeah, like you can change your price anytime you want with other books, but the only way to do a sale, like a real sale where it says like your original price was this and like your new price is this, is through their like countdown deals or their like freebie things. Yeah. So
Oh,
like
no, never mind. Promotions is absolutely sales. Sorry. I just hopped onto Google Play to see what was going on. Yes, it is. Yeah.
But still, I
But it's
mean,
real weird. I don't know if you've ever actually like pulled up how to do promotions on Google Play, but like it's a CSV format and which is like a spreadsheet. That's it's really weird like what you have to do the promotion. Like it's not just like a regular, form that you fill out on their website. It's this weird spreadsheet that you have to fill out and give to them.
Oh, that's really weird because I could have sworn I put one of mine on sale recently there, and I think it was. I didn't think it was that hard. Did I screw something up? I probably screwed something up.
I don't know how you would have done it otherwise, though. Like, yeah.
Yeah. So okay, I'm taking a look right this second. Yeah. Okay, I see what happened. I changed the price, but it was like a temporary change. So yes, you're right. I messed up the promotion. So that is interesting. So their apparently a little bit.
Yeah, it's like you can. I think I've never actually done it before, but I think you can basically do it like the Amazon countdown deal, where like you pick how long it's on sale at that price. But again, like I saw the form once for it, or the template for it once, and then never thought to look at it again because I don't do sales.
Huh. Well, that is very interesting.
Yeah, Google Play's whole thing is real weird, and like it's really hard to tell if you even have sales on it.
Yeah. So, okay, so let's see. I think Ingram Spark is the only thing that we haven't covered.
And that is all you. I've never done it.
That is yeah, because Ingram is really good if you want print books and not really necessary if you're willing to do your stuff all through Amazon, right? Like Amazon lets you do paperbacks. So, you're going Amazon, you don't really need Ingram. But if you're going wide and you want your books available like anywhere else, then you need a different way to do it. And I really do like Ingram. So they are
nicer books. Like they do a better job of printing them.
Just like it's not huge. The difference is.
But if you put them next to each other, Ingram Spark books are better. But like if you pick up one book or you pick up the other, you're not going to be like, oh, this is shitty and this is great. But if you hold them side by side, Ingram Spark is definitely a better print, which a lot of people care about. Yes. I say it that way because honestly, I really don't care that much how like spectacular my book cover is. If I'm selling them online, you're going to get what you get anyway. But I know that's important to a lot of people.
I mean, it definitely matters for mine, and for sure for things like the memoir that I did for my in-laws. Like we did that in a hardcover and a paperback. So like it's the first time I've done a hardcover, and you can't do hardcover on Amazon. You have to go through Ingram for that. So like figuring out how to get that cover to like wrap around and like center right is all sort of a
is it the hardcover where it's a cover over it, or is it the hardcover where the actual cover itself is printed? Excuse me.
So we did the hardcover where like the actual cover itself was printed, which is called case laminate, I think.
Yes, that is 100% the term.
I wouldn't have known that. Yeah. You can do dust jackets for books too, but theirs was something like 107 pages, and I felt like it would just be like a better long term. Yeah. I should grab that book so you guys can see. Hang on one second. I've got it. Because it's interesting. Like you here. So this is the proof. The so like the title printed a little bit left of center, which I was surprised at. But I thought that actually like turned out fairly nice for a memoir, and like comparatively, like there's the paperback, and I mean the paperback is fine. It looks like a little novella, but it is. I mean, this is solid quality with the books. It like looks like
the only thing with those for me, and this is absolutely just me, but that paste laminate. Always when it's fiction, obviously it's, if it's nonfiction, it just looks like a textbook to me, which is pretty much what a nonfiction, but if it is a fiction book and it's that paste laminate, it looks like a little house on the prairie or something to me, like it looks like a children's, there's so many children's books that are hardcovers printed that way.
Yeah.
Like especially like at the library, I feel like it's probably just smarter for like a middle reader and younger to have like a book like that because it's more durable. But that's the only problem with that for me. And like, who cares? But that's just like you showed it. And I was like, oh, that looks like a kid's book to me.
You're totally right. And we did that on purpose to make it durable because we figured that like for a family heirloom, like, this is more likely to be somebody's coffee book table than like their airport read, right?
Yeah.
So they're gonna stick it somewhere. They're not gonna want it to get folded up. But yeah, totally. And
you're reading in the bathtub.
Right. So we did the paperback because the paperback is significantly cheaper for people to buy. And I figured, maybe some people would want that. But it's but that's a nice thing about Ingram. So I was able to do both of those. And then I set up the ebook files through Draft to Digital and Amazon. And then like Amazon finds those records. So like we could have done a pre-order and the hardcover and the paperback would both have been, or whichever one we wanted would have been like available on pre-order and connected to the Kindle ebook, which is I think something a lot of people don't know. Like when
if you buy a book on Amazon, it's not necessarily a book that Amazon is printing. And that when it's a traditional publisher, if it's coming from like, a major house, but a lot of people don't realize that like if you're buying a print book on Amazon, it might have gotten printed by Ingram Spark. They will go to whatever distributor has it, whether it's themselves or somebody else.
Yeah. And also, indies, like if you want your paperback book to be set on a pre-order, you can't actually do that with Amazon. So like,
I'm sorry, is that where you were going?
Yeah, but it's fine. They both matter.
Yeah, that's also something that a lot of people don't realize. People get real mad about it too because they like put their ebook on pre-order and then they do their paperback and they're like, why is this already available? Like, because you can't do a pre-order on paperback.
But you can if you go through Ingram. So if you just like put the book on Ingram in paperback and do the ebook on Amazon, then Amazon will connect those records and it will look seamless. So like to the reader, it'll just appear that like both your paperback and your ebook are on pre-order for like the same date, but you actually did it through two different things. That was like really revelation for me.
I know that you've looked into both of them. I know we've only got like a minute left, but how do you feel the pricing is? Like, what's the difference in pricing between Amazon and Ingram Spark? Or I guess the more important thing is the difference in royalties.
So it's a slightly higher royalty from Ingram, but this depends partially on the wholesale percentage thing that you provide. So like I've got mine set to like a 30% wholesale discount, which means no brick and mortar store is ever going to buy my book. But like if somebody buys it through Amazon, it's the like maximum royalties that I can get. And it's something like 35 cents more per book. It's not huge. Like your paperback books, you're making like $2 or something. But
it makes a difference for, I guess it is going back to that question. It makes a difference for if you are printing them through them to be sold out of the back of your car, so to speak.
And I'm not sure. I don't know how the author copies compare from like Ingram to Amazon, but I feel like I did this at some point and they're pretty similar. Like you're not really gaining much one way or the other. So you might as well make your book look nice. That was my view on it. We should write.
Yeah, it's quarter up. We've got our last 10.
All right. How about your character compares some choices? Okay.
All right. We're going to write for 10 minutes. And then we will say goodbye to you guys and maybe be able to do outros better than usual, but I doubt it. Challenges for next week. Yeah, we'll see you guys in 10 minutes.
Okay. And we're done.
Did you get anything done there?
Yeah, my whole fake sword fight went very nicely. It's all.
Oh, yay.
All of it, but the emotions are there.
For better or for worse, I realized that the only thing of value in this scene is the end of it. But like, I need all of the other crap to lead me to this. So I'm just gonna have a whole crappy scene that ends on a good note. I did shave, just putting it out there, I did shave like 500 words out of a 2,500 word scene. So like, I have done some improvement, and by that I mean like just chopping the crap out of it. But yeah.
But you thought you were gonna have to like redo that scene multiple times tonight. Are you like mostly done with it now, at least?
I don't. I'll finish it tonight. I don't know if I will be able to move on to anything else tonight, but this scene will be finished.
Nice. So, I gotta move on to making bruschetta chicken. That's what HelloFresh gave us this week. Yeah, I know. It's really ridiculously good. We really like that. Also, I can't make anything for dinner that like doesn't come with a recipe card. So that's the only time dinners turn out well for me. But I
can cook other stuff, but I feel like the last like 4 or 5 days in a row, I've pulled out a pie crust to make a quiche. Like if you're making a quiche, a pie crust like is normally at refrigerator temperature, but like if you're making anything with it, you have to like warm it back up so it doesn't crack when you unroll it. But for the last like 4 days, I keep pulling this poor thing out of the fridge, leaving it on the counter to get it to soften so it doesn't crack. And then like that plan falls through for whatever reason. So I don't know how this, I mean, it's pie crust. It should be okay. There was one time though that I did get a moldy pie crust, but like we bought it and it was moldy, you know, like it was fresh. So like I always have that fear now of a moldy pie crust from my own doing when I'm sure it was actually Kroger's own doing.
These like pre-made pie crusts are the best. Like
they absolutely are. The like pre-made but not baked are amazing. I make like tarts with them too, and like obviously actual pies. Pie crusts are a pain in the butt to make, and I feel like there's no benefit. Like they're not markedly better than those refrigerated pie crusts.
They totally are. And if you can get them in like the pans already like set up for you, that's
is that a thing that happens?
Yeah, it is. You don't have to roll out the dough. You can just get them in like little tart pans or pie pans. You just pull them out, let them like
that's fantastic. I need a deep pan obviously for a quiche, so like that doesn't work out. Like I still have to roll it a little bit.
Dude, quiche. Publix. Publix has these. There's a Publix deep dish brand, I think.
Oh. And they're refrigerated. They're not the freezer ones.
Oh, no. They are frozen. I mean,
but I don't like the freezer ones. I don't know. There's a weird taste to them.
I think they're all the same.
I do the rolled refrigerator ones.
All right. So you guys, hopefully you've gotten some useful information about indie platform publishing and pie crusts.
Yeah. If nothing else, don't make your own pie crust. Just like buy them. It's so much easier.
All right. And
come in a tube or in the freezer.
Sarah got in some words. Barbara got in some words. Alley Cat, I hope you finished your exam. And if you're with us generally, hopefully you got some stuff done.
Yeah.
When are we getting together next? Next Monday.
Monday.
Surprise.
Yeah.
So, okay, here's our outro. I'm Sandy. I write young adult fiction, and you can find my stuff on my website, sandyvasher.com, which I may have a link to at the bottom of this.
We should hopefully have links at the bottom. Sometimes YouTube eats them.
They disappear after we finish, right? But right this second, I think that they're there.
YouTube just gobbling them away. And I am Chloe Alice Balkin. I write romance. It ranges from steamy paranormal to just straight up erotic romance. And you can also find my stuff on my website, which is ChloeAliceBalkin.com, and on Amazon, and a couple of my books on all retailers, as we discussed earlier today. Yeah.
Very nice. That was so much better than we've done previously.
We're getting better. We're finally learning to like actually say who we are at the end.
Yeah.
And hopes that you'll take an interest in our product. But like, you don't have to. Like, just write with us. Like, we're just happy that you're here. This is how I ruin our outros every time. Honestly, we're just happy to be talking to people. Yeah.
That's the truth. We're so happy when you guys join us. It's so much more fun. Yeah. So thank you for being here today, and we hope that we see you next week.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.